Thank you for joining me. This is Beaverlicious TV, and today's topic is about Sonya Massey. It seems as though we have several social media people taking to their platforms to share their opinion about what's really happening when it comes to her case. Officer Tate, who you see there, had also shared his opinion about Sonya's case, and he took it onto a show called The Bullpen. If you have not seen The Bullpen, it is a show called Indisputable, and he took it on to Indisputable to state his opinion. So I wanted to share that information with you. So if you have a few seconds in time, please take a moment out to share your opinion and take a listen. You see, several people have shared their opinion about Sonya Massey's case, and some say that there was a pot of water that he threw, as well as some say the pot of water was on the stove. So I took the moment out to check it out myself, and I ask that you take a moment out to review it.
Is he justified in the death of this young lady? Justification is the justified use of force. So I don't condone any of his actions. Before the shooting, I don't think that he's a great officer with a great reputation, and I'm not supporting him whatsoever. I'm saying that the use of force, when she lunged at the police officers with the pot, the use of deadly force was appropriate and justified in that particular instance.
Now, clearly, I took a screenshot because it seemed as though Officer Tatum justifies Sean Grayson's actions about the shooting of Sonya Massey. And I can't make this up. You have to view it on The Bullpen to witness and hear it yourself. But it's not just him, it's many others. Nevertheless, he claims it as self-defense on terms of an officer, okay? So, like, I couldn't, and I felt compelled to bring this to you because I heard not just him, but several others take a moment out to speak on it. But take a listen.
You want to make a fair argument, you need to know what actually happened. You done made me make another video. I was done with this. For everybody out there that's saying she didn't throw a pot at him, you made it up, Brandon. One is I'm going to prove that she threw the pot of hot boiling water that would have scalded these police.
Now, as Officer Terry took to his channel to try to explain to his audience that we all saw something differently as an officer, he did see in his video that she threw this water. You will find that many others, such as myself, saw the original video, and that's something we didn't see. Well, Officer Tate thought he'll take it onto his platform, and clearly he couldn't convince his own subscribers that that was what actually took place. But he brought on this self-defense.
That it was Massey
who
called the police for help in the first place. That the shooting occurred in Massey's own kitchen. That the officers had asked Massey to move that pot of boiling water. That Massey never verbalized an explicit threat against the deputies involved. And of course, that she was black and the officers were white. None of these facts are, however, relevant to the actual legal question in this case, which is this. Did Deputy Sean Grayson, at the moment he fired that bullet through Sonya Massey's head, reasonably perceive that she was presenting as an unlawful, imminent, deadly force threat to himself and the deputy beside him? In other words, does Grayson's shooting of Massey fall within the legal boundaries for the lawful use of deadly force in defense of himself and his fellow deputy standing next to him? Now, as a foundational matter, my analysis here is admittedly dependent on there being strong evidence that Sonya Massey did, in fact, hurl a pot of boiling water at the deputies. I understand that many of you may doubt this claim. In fact, I've already heard from many of you that you do doubt this claim.
Many people do doubt the claim because there is the actual original video out that shows that she never actually picked up the pot. But you'll never believe that because you got TikTokers out here making such claims. Take a
Sonya Massey
listen.
did not deserve to lose her life. I'm going to say that again. She did not deserve to lose her life. It is also true that she did throw a pot of boiling hot water at a police officer. That is
Clearly,
true.
you got these large YouTubers want to be silent and some want to play the mental game as if her mental illness was an issue. And you can't make this up. But nevertheless, here's the real footage since some TikTokers want to make it known that unless it's proof out there.
Inside the home, Sangamon County Sheriff's Deputy Sean Grayson can be heard asking Sonya Massey to check on the stove.
We don't need a fire while we're here.
Within seconds, things become tense.
We're hot in the water. Yeah.
Massey starts to set down the pot
And it was at
apologizes.
that moment that Sean Grayson took Sonya Massey's life. And nevertheless, you are looking at the photos in slow motion to show you that Sonya never had the pot in her hand. Clearly, as you could see, Sonya was reaching for a pot holder, and one was white and one was red. And as she moved that pot over to the countertop, she threw her hands up and she left the pot there as she was shot. And you can't make this up. Officer Sean Grayson, who had a criminal record and was known for telling lies, should be reprimanded for it. Jail time, and it's just my opinion. You see, as I close this out and share my opinion, I can't help but to think that maybe perhaps Sonya Massey was startled by the officer's command, and as she was moving the pot towards the stove, that maybe perhaps she spilt water onto the floor, but never hurted the water towards them because the pot is on the countertop. And if we dispute that, then it's like saying that the officers tampered with evidence. You can't make this up. Click like and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell button. This is Bebelicious TV sharing my opinion, and you may do so too. Thanks.